All right, so we've got steam entering a partially open valve operating at steady state as a saturated liquid at 300 degrees Fahrenheit, and it exits at 60 psi. So it's a little bit strange to be calling it steam since it's coming in as a saturated liquid, but that's what it says. And then it tells us that we can ignore kinetic and potential energy changes and any stray heat transfer effects. So we'll throw that in our assumptions when we get the chance. And then we're supposed to find T2 and the quality at 2. So the first thing I'm going to do, it's an open system. I need to relate those mass flow rates, apply my conservation of mass. Mass flow rates are the same at the inlet and the outlet since it's operating at steady state. And then I apply my conservation of energy. And once again, with those assumptions, typically these are the 5 assumptions that we make. The only thing that I didn't put on there is that it's at steady state, but that's what it is. Steady state, Q dot is equal to 0, W dot's equal to 0. Changes of potential energy and kinetic energy are equal to 0. And so with all of those assumptions, it means that H1 and H2 are equal to one another. In other words, it's an isenthalpic process. So this is a throttling process, which means that it's an isenthalpic process. So the first thing that I'm going to do is get the H1 value. So I look that up. It's HF at T1, and that's equal to H2. And I'm going to use that information to figure out what the temperature is. So T2 at H2 and P2. So those are my 2 independent intensive properties. And if I look at my if I look at my saturated water tables at P2, which is 60 psi, I can see that my H value is between H sub F and H sub G. So it's two-phase, which means that my temperature is the saturation temperature at P2. Next, I need to get the quality. Makes sense that it's two-phase. I need to get the quality. So H2 is equal to H sub F plus the quality times H sub FG, and I just rearrange and I solve for the quality X2. And the place that I'm getting the H sub F and the H sub FG values or a table A3E, the H sub F and the H sub FG values at 60 psi. All right, well, that's it. Hopefully that was helpful. Let me know if you have any questions, and thank you for watching.